Those three books have changed my life for the better. But before we continue, if you're struggling right now with achieving your goals, creating your reality, manifesting your ideal life, and achieving your best potential, then you can book a call with me at the link down below and see how I can help you to become the best version of yourself. Three books that have changed my life for good. Number one is No More Mr. Nice Guy by Dr. Robert Glover. Many men today, including myself, of course, and even younger than my generation, are struggling with the nice guy syndrome, as Dr. Robert Glover has explained in the book. It's not just a label, but a very complex syndrome. When I started to read the book, it felt like every chapter was about me. It felt like I was looking right in the mirror. I couldn't believe it. I had so many breakthroughs about why I have the issues that I was having. And of course, in the book, it stated the exercises that you have to do in order to recover from this syndrome. One of the best and most important lessons that I've learned is to put, sorry, is to put myself first, to put my needs first, to love myself, right? I mean, you are the most important person in your life. Learn to say no, learn to put boundaries, learn to ask for your approval, for your validation. Don't look for in the external to for the validation of others. Don't stop pleasing others. That was the number one thing that I've learned, and I think that was in the first chapters. So I really recommend to read it. It really helped a lot, especially when I was in the recovery of my pornographic addiction. It was an 180 degrees change for the better, of course. Number two is How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. Look, a very important skill in life is to learn how to talk to people, especially when you want to create relationships, businesses, friendships, or you just want to be heard. One of the lessons in the in it was in the end of the book that I've learned was how to handle an argument or a debate, especially when you want to build relationships. If you don't want to, then maybe this is not necessary. But I've learned that saying you are wrong, or you are uh, you are not right, or I disagree, even if the person may not be right about things, if they are stating wrong facts or whatever. But what that does is attacking their self-esteem and their intelligence. It's a blow to their self self-respect and intelligence, because the subconscious mind is taking it personally. And if you say you're wrong, then it's also they're not going to listen to what you're going to say, because it takes personal. So one of the best things that I've learned is to say something like, okay, I'm not I have a different opinion, but I might be wrong. I often am wrong. But we can look at the facts. I can share some facts. When I started to do this, I've noticed that their faces lightened up. They were very open to listen to me, and they were listening to me, right? It was not about the ego anymore. They weren't taking it personally. They were realizing that it was just my opinion. So it was just like a debate, mostly, not like a very fighty argument. The point here is to be diplomatic, and that's really crucial in order to move forward in life. So that's one of the skills. There are plenty in the book, and I highly recommend to read it. The third one that I'm actually reading right now, I just passed half of it, is called Outwitting the Devil: The Secret of Freedom. I think I have it in my own language, in Romanian, so I'm now translating in English. The book is by Napoleon Hill, and one of the, many, especially men, they think those kind of self-help books are a waste of time, but I really disagree with that, because it's not the knowledge that it's giving you power, it is the application of it. It's not the reading that made a change in my life, it is the action that I took from reading. It is applying and implementing what I've learned. That's the change. Change doesn't happen only by doing the inner work. Change is happening by doing the inner work and taking the action. This is the feminine and the masculine together. That's how you make the change. This book, the actually in the beginning, two great things that have made me realize something about I'm struggling right now. The first one is that, money comes when we need the most. And I know this is going to sound a bit skeptical, but a lot of us have a lot of fear about money. And he's telling about many story, no, one story where he was broke, and because of the faith I'm going to explain, he went to the most luxurious hotel with only, I think, $40 in his wallet. We have two entities: the entity of fear, which is the devil, of course, as a metaphor, and the entity of faith. Which one are you going to choose to live your life? Is it going to be by faith, or is it going to be by fear? The subconscious mind, that's what I do also with my one on one clients, is uh, it does want you to be protected and you want you to survive and to be well. And that fear is from there, right? It's something to survive. Hey man, don't do that because that's risky, and you might lose this, and you might go broke, and you might not succeed, and you just stay here in the comfort. You're okay. It's whatever. You can enjoy life like this, but it's not the best, right? It's just okay, right? It's not that satisfaction. So now it is the faith that is going to make the difference. What are you going to choose? I know it's not easy. I'm not saying it is, but it's just like taking the red pill and the blue pill. The blue pill, yes, you take the blue pill and you have success, but then at some point you just stop. But the red pill, when you start, it's like this. I don't know if you can see my hand. So it is like this, and then you might feel a lot of doubts. You have fear, uncertainty. uh, you might start saying negative things to yourself. You see other people that are taking the blue pill and having success, so, and you stay on the line, right? Nothing is happening, nothing is happening, and then all of a sudden, it explodes, and you're over the top, and you live your best life, and you're creating your reality. You just have to persevere, and this is another point that states in the book. There's a story about a guy. I think his name was something with Debbie. Anyway, he was digging for gold and he found something small, but it was without value. And he gave this piece of gold to some experts, if I remember correctly. And those experts have did a research and they found out that if he would persevere for 1 meter, if he would have digged for 1 meter more, he would have stumbled upon a fortune. Now, imagine right now in the situation that you are in the goals that you want to achieve, in the dreams. How many times have you gave up? Maybe you were just 1 meter away. Maybe you just had to stay strong, keep your focus, and you were going to stumble on that fortune. So I hope this video inspired you and it was helpful at some degree. All the links of the books I will put them in the description of this video also. And don't forget to show uh, this topic to a friend, to share this with a friend that you know it might help them. Don't forget to show some love and support by clicking the like button below and subscribing to my channel so I can make more videos uh, in the future. And if you have any other topic that you want me to address, feel free to leave a comment below and I'll make sure to make a video on it. Until then, take care and remember that if one can do it, so can you. And if you say you can't or you say you can, you're right. So pick your side. This is something also from the book No More Mr. Nice Guy. Take care.